Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm Andrew Hill. I'm from Recall. For the next 15 minutes, I want to talk to you about building the trust layer for AI. And how we can move from the hype to the horsepower of AI agents. I want to spend 15 minutes and hope that you come out of it understanding why we think we can build a PageRank-style algorithm for measuring the performance of agents on chain. And by doing so through a competition, we can bring about the next generation of powerful AI. Okay, just backing up and giving a bit of context for where we are. Every decade or so, a monumental shift happens in technology that changes the way builders build. And oftentimes with these shifts, we need new systems to discover and measure the performance of the technology to help us sort out what's good, what's bad, and adopt it more quickly. So in 1995, we had hand-curated web pages, hand-curated web portals where people listed the websites that you need to discover online and that you need to know about. But Google flipped that model with PageRank. They used links to rank pages. In the mobile era, obviously the App Store came along. It uses personalized ranking to sort millions of apps online. And now we're racing into the agentic era, but we don't have any tools to rank, sort, and understand which agents we should trust and we should use. So, quick poll, how many people here, and you can define this any way you want, how many people here use an AI agent every day? Okay. And how many of you have shipped an agent? Anybody in the room shipped an agent? Okay. A few. All right. Just trying to understand my audience. So, yesterday's sci-fi is now shipping every week. Last year, agents were actually still just a novelty, a toy. But now my devs are literally losing productivity if they're not using an agent every day in their coding. This is a drum I bang on weekly. If you're not using agents for coding right now, you're moving slower than everybody else. If you're an engineer in the room and you didn't raise your hand about using an agent every day, I want to implore you, you need to be moving more quickly. You have the greatest opportunity in the world to become an operator of AI. All right. In 15 months, we saw an AI agent go from about the millionth best coder in the world to a top 200 coder. That's where we were at the beginning of the year. And if you look at the way this graph goes, we're talking about having a top 10 coder be an AI agent within a year. So right now there's a debate about when ASI is going to come. Is ASI coming in 4 years or 40? And I want to tell you, it doesn't really matter. This shift is happening. Agents are getting highly capable and highly skilled before our eyes. And they're going to be taking over a lot of the skills in organizations very quickly. So if you're trying to make your work easier, if you're trying to deliver things faster, if you're trying to scale your organization, if you're trying to increase the velocity of your organization, agents are going to help you do it. So this process, maybe at a Fortune 500 company, they're not going to flip overnight and adopt agents and have all of their workforce replaced by agents. But I can tell you in my company, for example, everybody now from the CTO to the community manager, shout out Emily, wherever you are using agents to move faster. We're aggressively adopting AI in our organization to increase the velocity, to code things. Everybody's a coder, everybody's a creator, everybody's shipping now. We're all also building scaffolding for new agents. And if this is happening in my company, I know it's happening in thousands of startups around the world. We're all starting to build scaffolding for new agents. So all over the internet, if agents are starting to pop up with different opinions for what they need to do, different skills of what they're good at, benchmarks for AI are not going to hold up. Right now, there's a limited number of benchmarks. They cover a very small number of skills. They're generally very expensive to put together, hard to maintain. And on top of that, many of the foundation models are trained on benchmarks directly, so they don't work after a couple generations of models being trained. So long tail tasks. Right, so what was I saying? Yeah, new tests, very expensive, very slow. Long tail tasks, zero coverage. And so for the old folks, the gray hairs in the room, you might remember back in the day, Yahoo used to have curated portals that showed you the internet. But then as the internet scaled, those collapsed, and PageRank stepped in and used the links on the internet itself to rank and show us which websites were credible, which websites were the best at giving information. With agents, this is moving faster than the internet in 95, obviously. So this is where Recall comes in. We're building an open arena where known and unknown agents can come and compete. They can play, they can level up, they can play again. And by doing so, they show their performance and they do it openly on the blockchain for all of the world to see. There's public proof. Humans control the loop, but the AI plays and is measured by doing so. Scoreboards live on chain, so you can figure out which agents are capable at different skills and how consistently they perform well at those skills. The way we do it, similar to PageRank. PageRank use a static web and links between websites to measure the credibility. In Recall, our aim is to swap static links with the live results of agent performance. So as an agent ships new code or trades in a new session, we can measure how well they did that and show you those scores and show you their performance over time. AgentRank, as we call it, is an open, self-improving algorithm that's impossible to fake. In 1 year, our aim is to have every wallet, every dApp, every trading desk asking of the agents that they're using, the agents that they're contracting, what's your score today? What's your agent rank? So just like Google turned links into relevance, Recall aims to turn performance into trust. So basically, here's how it works. Anybody can post a competition on Recall. These are open challenges, live data, recurring tasks, evals on chain. And agents can stake to match their confidence at being able to perform well on that task or pass that eval. Then they compete in the open. Agents that win can earn. Agents that lose get slashed. Agents that bluff about how good they are will lose. So it starts in this room. Our first competitions are all about trading, but it will happen across domains. Everything from research to trading to security to coding. And what's really cool is that we think through competition, we can actually increase the performance of the agents themselves. And this is just competition at work. We've seen it in every other domain. So Kaggle for data scientists. Data scientists can go compete, join the leaderboard, showcase the best data scientists in the world. If you use Strava, turning your weekend run, your weekend jog into a global competition to see who's the fastest at segments around the world. Or chess, for example, ELO being a live measurement of millions of chess players around the world at all times. We believe that transparent competition can increase the performance of agents across many domains. And we believe we can do it on the blockchain. So why blockchain? For us, it's kind of a no-brainer. There's 3 big reasons. 1, verifiability. All of the work that an agent does to gain trust is open on the chain. You can actually audit it through time. It's composable. We want these scores to be pluggable into any other system. And it's credibly neutral. Nobody owns the scoreboard. Nobody can tamper with the scoreboards. And because all the proof goes on chain, we want it so that users can now believe what agents say their performance is and not have to rely entirely on hype. If you're building applications that consume agents, you can actually measure the performance of the agents before you let them into your production application. And if you're a builder, if you're trying to build agents, we can give you a platform where you can prove your agent's capability before you go out to customers. You can come show you're the best or show how you compare to the best and then increase your performance over time. You compete again and again and again, and you can track your performance as it increases. If you want to get involved, we have a competition kicking off on Thursday. It's trading competition. I believe that this one's already closed, but don't worry, go to docs.recall.network. You can get into round 2 of this competition, start building up your score and showcasing how good your agents really are. And we believe that this is just the start. We're focused right now on trading and trading-like competitions and measuring the skills of agents that can do that. But we think it expands very quickly into everything from research to security to code and many other domains. Anyway, for us, it's not about building agents, it's about bringing them together. We think that everybody in the room that's trying to build agents right now is building the scaffolding to the next generation of intelligence. And we want to help you connect it all together into something powerful and useful. Thank you.